Hey there, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasha, and today we are getting ready for garden season finally. I'm very excited because I just love gardening. I love being outside, and I feel like when I do my seed starting, it's like just counting down to warmer weather. I live in Colorado. Gardening here feels like an extreme sport sometimes, but it is so rewarding and really fulfilling to be able to harvest and eat and preserve your own food. And I feel like, especially in today's economy and what's going on in the US of A, growing your own food is pretty much essential at this point. So I am going to be starting my seeds. I'm in my basement, in my laundry room, and I am going to be using this little desk table area as my seed starting station. I've already cleaned up my like seed starting materials. I've had this domed set for years now, and I actually haven't used it in a few seasons, so it was really old and dusty and crusty and disgusting, so I cleaned that up. I have some potting mix that I'm just going to use as seed starter. Please don't come for me. I don't think I have ever purchased seed starting mix, maybe once. Don't come for me. I'm going to sift it at least so that it's a very fine, and it's like a much finer soil and doesn't have like the bigger chunks in it. I saw that on like TikTok or something, and I was like, that's a really good idea. So we've got that. I've already sat down and like made my little chart so I know like what seeds go what in the tray, like I can identify what's in there. And then we have the grow lights. I used to use like some clamped rubberneck grow lights, and I still have them, but I went to an estate sale last year and I found this, and it is a grow light. Okay, so I have to figure out a way to finesse this up under there like so, like that, and I want to put it on some type of string or something where I can rise and lower it the way I need to, and it almost illuminates the entire length of the desk, but I don't know, maybe I'll stick to one corner so that we have I'll stick to one side of it so that the other side can be used for other things, because I do like to store stuff on this table, or I can set up the other grow light in that corner where it's not as bright. I think I'll do that. But yeah, seed starting is so exciting. Okay, I have my book of seeds here. I just use a dollar store photo album, and then I have my bullet journal here with the chart in it, so I have a guide of what it is that I'm doing, right? Okay, so what am I growing? All the things. Right now I'm focusing on planting things that are cold weather tolerant, so that's my lettuces, my greens, my kale, cabbages, snap peas, all of that. And also I am starting the seeds for the items that take 75 days or more to grow and harvest, and that's because living in Colorado, I have a little shorter of a growing period than other climates, and so things like spicy peppers, bell peppers, things like that take 75 days or more, I like to start them a little earlier so that I can get a head start on those weeks and get more harvest out of my plants. It's just things that I've learned living here and gardening over the years. I just continue to stack that knowledge. Like, that's just what gardening is all about. You're always learning something new. The climate is changing, your environment is changing, and you have to adapt as you go. So yeah, I am excited to get started, and we'll see if by the end of this video we have some sprouted seeds, because I'm not posting this right away, so we'll have some like days to check up on this. So that'll be exciting to be able to show you guys like if we get some little seed babies this during this stint of video, maybe like in the next week, maybe a little less. But we got to start today. And if you watched my bullet journal garden planning setup video, you'll know everything I'm growing, and you'll see how I planned like when to sow my seeds, when to transplant my seeds, when to resow seeds. All of that organization I already have done on the front end, so please go check out that video because I don't want to use up a bunch of space in this one repeating myself. So yeah, check it out and let's get started. Alright, so using this little kitchen sifter is not giving. It's not working, it's not doing what I wanted to do, so I'm pretty sure I have a tray with holes in it outside, so let's head outside and see if we can find it. It's also cold and snowy, so. Here it is. Ugh, the door is gonna close. Let's like pop something. Pop something. There we go. It has all this stuff in it. Okay. Here are two more. See how it's like, this one's perfect. Like the holes in this one are much bigger. This is like exactly what I need. So we'll take this guy inside. Put all those back. Okay. Whew. All right, and while I'm in the garage, I'm gonna grab this guy to catch the soil. This has holes in it too. I was not expecting that. It's okay. The holes aren't that big. All right, new setup. We got this tray that's practically mesh, and then we've got this tray to catch the soil, and I put this like Tupperware lid at the bottom to like catch any other dirt to help me clean up a little easier. So let's see how this works. Okay. All right. Where do I put this now? Is the question. Okay, we'll just put those off to the side. There's a plant in here. What the heck? Guys, there's a plant growing in the bag. What the? have sifted out the big chunks, and now the soil is just like soil, which is kind of what seed starting mix is. It's just a really finer, it's much finer soil. So that's what we have here. Got some perlite in there still. And then what I'm gonna throw back in the bag is this chunky substrate. It's like wood chips, larger perlite. Can you see that? Still very good, but not for starting seeds. All right, I just took a little lunch break, and whilst I was doing that, Jason volunteered his time to hang up the light. So let's check it out. Looks pretty good, babe.
Does it need to be lower?
No, I think this is perfect. I think this is perfect. And we would make it lower by adding another ring. Okay. Yeah, so in case I do need to, I can.
Or if you wanted to go like super low, I got these things. I'm gonna add like another like half like down here.
Okay.
And it'll be like sitting on the dirt.
I don't think I needed to sit on the dirt, but I think this is a great start.
But you have that option.
Okay. Thanks, baby. Appreciate ya. Let's see. Ooh. It is a little far back now that I'm looking at it.
I'll put it in the middle here and you can move these hooks forward.
Right. I think this will be fine, but I think I imagined it being, I guess, closer to here so that it's more in the middle of the table. But I think this should be fine. And again, it can be moved.
This way we can put other stuff.
Truth.
Front.
It can be moved as well. We'll just unscrew these and screw them back in. Cool. That looks great. All right, now it's time for me to put seeds in it. I haven't put any seeds in.
Seed time.
That's so exciting. I'm so happy he was here to help me out with that, because that type of problem solving is not, it's not always my favorite, and he really likes that type of stuff. So he got right to work with trying to find materials that we already had in the house to get this hung up and make it so that I can adjust the height just using key rings, which is awesome. I never wiped off this grow light from when I got it at the estate sale, so it's quite dusty. But now that that's wiped off, I have my chart, I have my seeds. I'm gonna go grab a toothpick because the toothpick will help me make little holes. I tried not to pack down the soil super tightly. I wanted to make sure the cell was full, but the soil still had some aeration to it. So I literally was just like pressing my finger on the tops like super lightly just to see if they would collapse. And I would fill up more, like I'm actually finding some more cells. We're gonna fill up the cell to the top. without making it like super compact. But yeah, I'm gonna do approximately 3 seeds in each cell, and hopefully I get at least 2 seeds that germinate, because most of these plants I'm gonna continue to grow with 2 seeds per cell or break apart once it's time to up pot them. And some of them I really only need 1 plant, but I still want to grow 2 just in case something happens. And with me, something's always happening, so I need to have backup veggies just in case. But also, I'm really hoping to revive my neighborhood's community garden. I believe that it has gone unused for the last couple of years, so I'm hoping that I can convince them to let me get that up and operational again and running. And if I do, I'm going to need things to put in it, so having extra seedlings is not going to be the worst thing on earth. And maybe I should go try and have that conversation with them this week so that I can see if that's something that's going to be in my future, and if so, I can start preparing for it now and like making more seedlings. So yeah, I have dreams, I have hopes, I have dreams. I want to grow food for my community. It's always been a passion of mine, and I miss being a part of a community garden, to be honest with you. That like community vibe, growing with other people, learning from other people. There's like very little things like it, and I love it and I miss it. So we'll see if we can get that up and running in this neighborhood, but that's for a future me. Let me go grab that toothpick and then we're gonna get to planting seeds. Okay, it is day 3, I think. Day 2? I think it's day 2 or day 3. And we've got, you see those wee little sprouts back there? That's arugula. All 3 cells have sprouted, which that makes sense to me. Lettuces always germinate really quickly, but that's where we are so far. That's it. It's the only growth that I see. We'll check in another couple days. Hello, lovely people. It is Saturday now. It's been officially Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days since I planted that first tray of seeds, and I did pop in on Thursday, I think it was like day 2 or 3, to show you that a little bit of arugula had sprouted. And now that it's day 5, there are a lot more sprouts in that tray, so I'm excited to show you guys. But I'm also going to start a second tray. I have come to the conclusion that I want to grow majority of my own landscaping plants for my front yard this year, and so I'm gonna start them early because that just makes sense. And it's gonna be a bunch of perennial flowers and That's it, just perennial flowers. And I guess kind of shrubs, but not really shrubs. I do have some bulbs and stuff that I picked up from Costco, and I just have a bunch of different seed packets. The bulbs, obviously, I'm not going to plant indoors. I'm going to put those outside as soon as it starts to warm up a little bit. But for the seeds, I thought I could start them inside and get the flowers up to like 4 or 6 inch pots by early summer, so I can transplant them outside in like large pots, like little bundles. And I'm gonna give it a try. This is a very me thing to do. Like, I have a lot of landscaping to do, and so I need to grow a lot of stuff, and I feel like this has to be the more affordable way to do it, because large landscaping pots, even the smaller and medium ones, are so expensive. So I'm trying to save myself a little bit of heartache and try and grow as many flowers as I can myself. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to first sit down and map out my new seedling tray on a piece of paper so I know what seeds are going where, and then we will plant the seeds. But let me show you the first seed tray and all the things we got growing right now. All right, we have a lot more going on in here. So let's start over here. This entire row is supposedly peas. That's peas. That's peas. That's peas. These are lettuces. So I'm not sure what happened here. If I accidentally planted the lettuces into the peas instead of where they belong right here. But that is happening. So I am definitely going to do another row of peas in this new tray. And then right here we have some different lettuces. This is like a mixed lettuce, and these are butter lettuce. And I want to say this is butter lettuce and this is mixed lettuce as well, since I obviously planted them in the wrong tray. Nothing has sprouted here. This is spinach and beets. No habanero peppers yet, but we have radishes growing. So cute. These two cells haven't sprouted for some reason. They're also radish. And then we have up here carrots. All of this is carrots, and we have one little sprout right there. But carrots normally take the longest, so I'm really surprised to see, oh, there's even a second one trying to come out right here. I'm really surprised to see action happening on day 5, because normally it takes like at least like 7 days to 2 weeks to see anything with carrots. We have some arugula that was like the first to come out, and then we have cabbages. All 3 cells of the cabbages have sprouted. The broccoli cells have sprouted. These are red onions, and we have one yellow onion trying to sprout out, but these are yellow onion. Up here we have shallots. There's nothing. Oh yeah, there's something trying to pop out right here. We have kale in this and red kale in these. So only one red kale. I'm shocked to see so little action happening here. Nothing has sprouted here, which is our Anaheim peppers and eggplant. And then this last row is bell peppers and 2 jalapeno. And nothing is going on over there yet, which is normal. But I'm really happy with what we have going on right now. I actually purchased more seeds. I got some more hot peppers, some cayenne. I got cauliflower. Got some nasturtium. And then for flowers, these are not perennials, but, well, this one is. It says perennial mixture. I don't believe zinnias are perennials. And then I got my tomatoes. Because I only have like one beefsteak variety in my collection, so I definitely needed more. And I also got this really pretty annual because it looks like a brain to me. It's really pretty. If I could grow that, I'm gonna be really impressed with myself. I am not a flower grower, so this is new territory for me. But I found this huge kit in Walmart for freaking $5. Alright, I have written out my seed chart for this tray, and I put the name of everything I'm growing so I know exactly where things are. And I'm going to wet up my seed soil, and look what I have. Store-bought seed soil. And look at how big this is. This was $5 right next to the tray. I couldn't not try it. It's $5. And so now I don't have to sift my own. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to pour this into my bucket and put some more water in it and get it dampened so that we can fill up the tray, which is like the most tedious part, honestly. But at least this one doesn't have the little holes in the middle like the styrofoam one I have does. But yeah, let's do it. Okay, I have my seed tray, my spray bottle for misting, okay? And we got all the seeds and the handy dandy toothpick. So let's do this. Oh yeah, and the chart. We need the chart so we know what plant goes where. That's why I put the blue tape on it so I could write those letters and numbers. It looks so nice. This is such a satisfying step in the process. Like, it's the first step and it's so satisfying. Alright, so remember how there were the two plants that needed some like additional prep? Totally forgot to come back down and plant those, and I have one here. This is the lupine seeds. These needed to be nicked and then soaked. I will be honest, nicking these little, which is like putting a little cut into these little behind seeds, was extremely difficult to do without slicing the entire seed in half. But we made it work. Did I cut like 3 seeds in half? Yes, I did. But we're not going to be doing those. Let's get some of these planted up. So this is the lupine. Gonna make 3 little holes for her. And it says on the seed packet that I want to put it 1/8 of an inch deep. So I'm just gonna pour out this water into the tray because I don't feel like going upstairs to do it. So let's just pour that out right there. Come out the jar. Like, what is the deal? Come out the jar. Okay. This is what they look like. They just look like seeds. It's really nothing special. I will say they look a little swole, but hopefully that's good enough because it said to soak them overnight. These bad boys have been soaking for like 2 days. So hopefully, oh gosh, the little seed skin popped off. Can you see that? Of course not. The little skin popped off. Wait, no, you have to see this. So they definitely have like started to germinate low-key in the water. You see this piece of skin at the bottom completely popped off of this really pale yellow guy, and it has like a little seed sprout already kind of on it, so that's different. Hopefully without the little seed husk it'll still be fine. Again, you guys, I am not a flower grower by any definition of the sort, so I am learning as I go. Okay, let's do some more. Oh, get off of me. Okay, just pushing them down a tiny bit because it said 1/8 of an inch. I still have some extra seeds, so I'm just gonna pop these in here too, because why not? You guys, it's so cold in Denver right now. Like, I actually want to cry. This is criminal. We're experiencing yet another polar vortex, not even a couple weeks after the first one we had, and it's been like in the low teens and just like so absolutely frigid. It's so sad. Okay, now let's go grab those other seeds from the freezer upstairs, which are the snapdragons. Holy, these seeds are so small. You're kidding. You're actually kidding. That looks like dirt. Wow. These are going in cells G3 through 6. Oh, Lord of mercy. We're just gonna sprinkle these right on top. It's annoying because the tiny seeds like this, they be getting caught under my nail. And I have to be so careful I don't like flick one somewhere it doesn't belong. Okay, I did it. Oh my God. I feel like a surgeon. I literally feel like a surgeon. I look so tired. I just woke up. We're not gonna talk about it. Oh, and I don't know if this is really random, but my hair is really different from when I started this video. I got a haircut, it's this whole thing. If you watch my videos, you already know, so it shouldn't be a jump scare. But yeah, that's what we're looking like right now. Everything's going really well. Let me put the tray lid back on this and turn the heat mat on. I only have the one heat mat, so I've been kind of like swapping it between the two plants during the day, or two trays during the day, and hopefully, you know, that works out fine, because I do still have stuff germinating over here on this vegetable tray, so I feel like it does still need a little heat, but you know, I only have the one heating mat, so we gotta make do with what we got. Okay, all right, so that is my update for today. I believe I'll do one more update before the video is posted, but yeah, I will see you guys in a couple days for the last update, and wish my babies luck. Okay, all right, hello. It has not been a couple days, it's only been one day. But I am editing this video to make it live today. I totally didn't remember that yesterday when I said that, so yeah. But I did want to show you some of the other landscaping plants that I purchased from Costco for my front yard. You sit right there on the washing machine. Okay, I got, what is this again? Hosta. This is like such a common like filler plant, like big pretty landscaping plant that I see here in Colorado, so I do know that it'll work in this temperature, and I'm excited to plant this. I'm storing these down in my basement as well. They're kind of like off tucked in the corners, like they're supposed to not really be exposed to light or like really warm temperatures. So yeah, hostas. And I had to get this, the Lily of the Valley, so Animal Crossing. Duh. And then lastly, I got this because I live on a corner lot, and so the garden bed that I'm specifically trying to landscape goes along the sidewalk and around, and so I think this would be beautiful for that corner of my yard. And if I can actually replicate, like if I can replicate this, I'm going to make myself an award and print it out and put it on my wall, because and it's 14 bulbs in here. All of this stuff is bulbs, so that is really exciting. Again, I don't know nothing about flowers. I am a vegetable grower, and so I'm trying to expand my horizons and learn new things. So super excited. These are the 3 that I got. I believe they were all $13 each or something like that. If you know more about flower bulbs, let me know if it's a steal or not. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, not me being exposed. I just found this sticker that was still on the chrome. Oh my gosh, it's on the other one. Come on. Oh my gosh. Well, that's satisfying. Okay, anyway, I have 0 attention span. I'm currently doing laundry because I'm about to go on a trip, but let me just, I guess I'll show you the trays again, even though I feel like it's probably not going to look too different from yesterday. But this is the end of the video. Are you guys starting your seeds? Are we excited for garden season? I know I am. I really hope that if you haven't gardened before, you are inspired to give it a try. It's really particular to whatever region you live in. As a Colorado Master Gardener, I am so passionate about teaching others how to grow food and just being able to volunteer my time around the city and, oh my gosh, why am I out of breath? Volunteer my time around the city and you know, tend to different learning gardens and public parks, and it's really, really cool. And having this space, my own space at home for the very first time, well, technically this is my 2nd season growing here, but it still feels like so new, and I'm still learning this side of town, and doing it alone and not in a community garden just feels so cool, and I feel very independent and grown up. But if you are new, like I was saying, if you are new to gardening, you should look up your local extension office in your city and get advice from the master gardeners there. It is free resources. You can share photos, ask questions, and when I say share photos, like share photos of your plant ailments, not yourself. And you can learn from them, get free resources. They don't do labor for you, but they do help out and kind of guide you for how you can fix things like your lawn, your trees, your landscaping, all of that stuff. And I don't feel like a lot of people know that program exists, and it is a nationwide thing. So tap into those resources. I'm happy that you're here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.